It looks like it's coming through. Okay, it looks like it's coming through, I think. Uh, God, the quality is awful, though. It looks like it's coming through, I think. God, the quality is awful, though. It looks like it's coming through, I think. God, the quality is awful. Oh well, it's all I got for right now. Hmm. Okay, now time to do Instagram. Instagram, okay, guess I'm going for it. Okay, that's done. All right, that's looking good. All right, now I just gotta turn on Twitch and yeah, okay, everything should be fine. All right, yeah, everything's set up, and there's no issues this time around. Okay, everything's right. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, here. All right. Uh, oh, someone's actually viewing here. Nice. chat here. And yeah, okay, we are going. Alright. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SmartxNerd. Today we're continuing where we left off yesterday with yet another Hollow Knight stream. Now, I went for a... Didn't I turn Discord off? Why is that still there? Well, never the matter. I guess I can't get rid of it. Anyways, we're continuing where we left off yesterday with, continuing after defeating Hornets. So, let's just hop back into the game. Now, I actually managed to fix everything that was wrong in the stream last time. So I'm finally cross-streaming on Instagram and YouTube and well, just Instagram and YouTube for the moment. So, yeah. I've got everything done. Hopefully the stream should have a bit more interaction than last time. Because God, was last time a bit disturbing. And hopefully I won't just be talking to myself here this time around. Oh, hello, Golden Guy. How are you doing this afternoon? Nice to have you here. Quickly, just to make sure, can anyone hear me? Golden Guy, if you're still in chat, can you hear me? Well, maybe he left. I'll just start the game, and if... Okay, so they can hear me. And, we've already got my first viewer of the day. That's great. Normally these streams are empty for hours. Guess YouTube Shorts really is a better format. But that aside, I'm continuing my stream from yesterday, so, hopefully you don't mind I'm not starting from the very beginning. Alright. I'm sorry for the bad quality. I had to do a lot of work to switch everything to a vertical format, since Hollow Knight is a landscape game, so I hope that's not a problem for you. Or anyone. 242 for me here. If you're tired, you're not required to stay here. I'd rather my audience be happy and healthy, so I implore you, if you're tired, please go to sleep. There's gonna be more people, so I don't mind. Wait, I shouldn't just be going anywhere. I need to stay on goal. Let's see, I can't go down there. I'll go up there and see what's up there. Alright. So Golden Guy, just to be clear, you can hear me, right? Not that tired? Okay. Like I said, I enjoyed the company, but if you do get tired, sorry, that doesn't usually happen. But if you do get tired, I really do implore you to go to sleep. Like I said, I'd rather my audience be happy and healthy. After all, I'll be... Okay, so you can't hear me. Got it. I didn't do much talking in my last stream because no one was even there, so I guess I need to work on my talking and gaming abilities. But it's fine. Can never miss it. Never a bad opportunity to practice. God, these mouse chargers are annoying. Dang. That was embarrassing. Didn't die the entire 2 hours last time, only to die to a moss charger in like the first 5 minutes. Man, that's certainly not gonna do good for your self-esteem, but I'm the best, so I don't really need any self-esteem boosts or assurances. Alright. I gotta lock in. Just You haven't seen anyone stream Hollow Knight? Well, I guess it makes sense. It is a bit of an old game at the moment. Well, not old, but its time has basically run for the moment. Now everyone's waiting on Silksong, so I guess it makes sense why you wouldn't be seeing too many people play it. But I'm still an enjoyer. I've actually completed the game about 3 or 4 times, and I still like it. And plus, it's a calming game. It's a calming game that's somewhat challenging, so it felt good for just doing a simple chat and play stream. But I'm glad you're liking the stream. Nice to know I'm delivering quality. Makes sense. Deltarune just released its latest 2 chapters a few weeks ago, so everyone's been streaming that. Unfortunately, I am currently broke, so I couldn't get those. I mean, I can still stream Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2, but that'll come later. Right now, I'm playing Hollow Knight, and I'll be doing that for the next couple days to weeks until the end. Because I am nothing if not dedicated. Just in, just in case you decide to follow and come along for my next stream, my streams are typically from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Well, starting at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and lasting a few hours until I decide. But this is abnormal because I'm currently sick right now, so I've been sleeping all day and being up all night, so that's why I'm streaming at the moment. I mean, it's not an impossibly hard game, although it is still in the Souls-like category, so I can see why some people would say it's challenging. Me, I've been playing this game for the better part of 2 years, so it's not that hard for me. Plus, I've literally played Dark Souls and Elden Ring, so this game's kind of easy by comparison. But then again, you just saw me die to a moss charger not a few moments ago, so I guess easy is subjective. But then again, isn't everything? But that's not to call your brother a liar. This game can be hard for beginner players or for people playing it for the first time. for the first time. It all just depends on experience and how well you handle certain gameplay. For me, I played Souls-likes before, and well, while this game did give me some challenge first time around, I got a handle on it pretty quickly, as I do most games. 1 year? That's well, honestly, with on and off play and choosing different games and rage quitting, it can take some people 1 year. It only took me about like a week, 2 weeks to beat the game my first time, but that's only because I just kept getting lost. That and it took me a while to get a hang of the gameplay. I gotta stop trying to do that. Okay, static station's down here. Yeah, that makes sense. This game doesn't exactly tell you what to do, and the path isn't exactly linear. Well, it's linear in story, but in path it's kind of hard. It's easy to get lost, get caught up on an area you're not supposed to do yet. Understanding of Hollow Nest can be a little vague, but below those leafy caverns is a fungal grove, once home to peaceful creatures, not quite bug and not quite plant. Hello, GG Royal, or Royale. How are you doing? Sounds almost worth a visit, no? Well, there's a downside. A dreadful stench, a noxious odor fills the place. Well, thanks for the info, Elderbug. I think I'll be heading to fungal growths right now. Hey, we're at 16 viewers right now. Sweet, that's the most viewers I've ever had on any stream. Guess YouTube Shorts really does get popular fast. Hey, if you're in the not in the chat, if you're in the stream watching right now or just viewing it, please feel free to leave a comment. This is a game and chat stream after all, so I'd love to talk. I appreciate the company. One thing you never quite get over playing games like these is the ever impressive feeling of isolation. Hello, Christopher Adams. I'm playing Hollow Knight. It's a Metroidvania Souls-like platformer type game. Well, not much of a platformer. You do platform, but it's not the main focus. It's a whole thing. It's just a... It's not a difficult game particularly, but it can be a bit difficult if you're just starting out. As a matter of fact, I myself am a bit usually better than this, but I am having a harder time talking and playing, since I'm not used to anyone actually being in the streams. It's a different game experience for everybody. You never really know what's gonna happen for you. I struggle with certain games as well that have been easy for most. Like, for example, I struggled with the second case on Ace Attorney since it wasn't as handholdy as the first one. But then I got gradually better at it. It's all a matter of skill and self-improvement. You build skill, and you self-improve as those skills build. That's how gaming works. If you just hop into a game and are the best at it, you're either the biggest prodigy or the game is the easiest ever. I honestly prefer my games a bit challenging. After all, if a game holds your hand the entire way and has no difficulty, there's basically no point to playing it. You play a game to entertain yourself, challenge yourself, and just give yourself a break from reality. And reality is already boring enough. Why would I want to play a game that's both boring and easy? But I think I talked too much there. You and me both. My ADHD does well with this game as well. It's so beautiful. The story is interesting. It's so beautiful. The story is interesting. Every area is well designed and well thought out. Not to mention the music is lovely. This area in particular feels calming yet challenging all at once. I recall the fungal wastes are down, so I'm gonna need to head over here. Okay, Golden Guy. I understand. Especially if you live in the south, where I am, it gets really hot, so being able to keep the air conditioner blasting is definitely important. Although, I have the air conditioner in my room currently off, because, you know, I'm sick. Like, very sick, so I gotta sweat it out. I've never had so many viewers before. It's so surreal. But I guess this is my first time streaming on YouTube Shorts successfully, so that explains a lot. Also, by the way, I very much implore all of you here, if this stream doesn't have enough quality for you, or isn't looking too good for you, I implore you to just look at the stream on Twitch, since that one is better, since it's in the actual format. But you don't have to do anything you don't want to. After all, having your company here is fun enough, no matter what platform you're on. God, I hate those stupid moss chargers. God, I hate those mouse chargers. Nice to know. Nice to see that you're keeping cool. Trust me, I know. Like I said, I live in the south. Heat is not fun, especially overwhelming heat. Although being warm is fine. It's like, I don't know. When warm becomes hot, then it gets annoying. Unless it's like a bath. Baths are fine. Hot baths and showers are fine. But just general hot air, not my cup of tea. New concurrent viewers? Who else is in the chat right now? I mean, I've replied to all the messages in the chat currently, but it seems like there's only 2 people left here. Who's left here? I just want to know. I know Golden Guy is probably one of them. Alright. Instagram's chat's still empty. Twitch chat's still empty. I guess most of my viewers are, well, all my viewers are currently on YouTube. Nice. Okay, Golden Guy's still here. Oh, also, the tip for you guys. Uh, See, these enemies, these little bump things, these are what I like to call pest enemies. These enemies always respawn, and are typically pretty simple to deal with when you leave an area. So, if you ever need to, like, fill up your soul gauge, you can just leave an area, come back in, kill all the pest enemies, and then use it to heal or prepare for a boss or anything, really. It's a neat little thing. While I don't particularly like pest enemies, since they kind of feel like filler sometimes, they are good for filling your soul gauge up in a pinch. And you can also farm them for Geo, but they drop only so little, like 1 or 2. I went to the wrong area. Move. Okay. Yeah, basically like a soul gauge farm. It's pretty neat. um, every you mentioned you've played Hollow Knight before, or at least your brother has. Well, you see, soul is an important resource in this game. It allows you to use your spells, and it also allows you to focus so you can heal yourself. See those masks at the top? Those are the health, as I'm sure you are aware. And that liquid in that flask there is the soul. You need soul to use spells and heal yourself, like I just mentioned. And hitting enemies, or with certain charms, getting hit yourself, will allow yourself to top up on soul, and, well, once you have enough soul, you can, like I said, cast a spell or heal yourself. And since some enemies respawn when you leave the area, just repeatedly going into and leaving an area and killing those enemies for soul basically allows you to re-up on health if you ever need to, or prepare for a boss fight where you want to spell spam in a pinch. Just like any soul, speaking of soul, just like any other Souls-like, the spells in this game are pretty strong. If you know what you're doing, they can actually make or break most fights. Yeah, I've gotten a couple charms at the moment. Uh, yeah, I've got Wayward Compass, Fury of the Fallen, and Soul Catcher. I'm new to using a PC, so I haven't quite gotten used to using spells and stuff yet. So I'm currently mostly just melee only, so that's why I haven't used Soul Catcher. Since Soul Catcher is better for more like someone who prefers using spells. Not to mention, while spells in games are nice, since, nothing wrong with wanting to blast an enemy into oblivion, there's always the primordial enjoyment of just beating something to death with a stick. It's cathartic, weirdly enough. Time for the first boss of the stream. Let's go. Massive Moss Charger, prepare to die. Yeah, this boss is pretty simple. Sometimes the beat stick strategy works. Sometimes it doesn't. And like that, Massive Moss Charger. Sorry about that. And like that, the Massive Moss Charger has been dealt with. But let's be honest, was there ever any doubt? I am the best after all. Uh, and the and to the victor go the spoils. That being the Geo. Now, call me a bit of a loot hog, but whenever I play games like this, I always kind of like to hog the in-game currency. You never know when you're gonna need a bunch of it. Not to mention, having a bunch of in-game currency on you means you always have to be more careful of dying. So it helps with making sure I want to actually not die that much. Sorry for all the coughing and sneezing and stuff, by the way. Like I said, I'm a bit sick, but once I figured out how to get the streams actually working, I just couldn't help myself. I've been trying to get these streams working for days now, so... thanks for the 100 emote, by the way. That was lovely. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, like I said, sorry for all the coughing and sneezing and stuff. I've been trying to get these streams working for days now, and I just now got them to work, so I couldn't help myself. Although I guess I neglected my health in lieu of that, but it's fine. As I always say, you either live dangerously or you die boring. and I've already made my choice. Okay, I guess no one liked that joke, because now I'm down to one viewer. But it's fine, there'll be more, I suppose. Hmm? Well, Golden Guy's apparently still here. Well, at least I know it's you. But you didn't answer my question earlier. How are you doing today, Golden Guy? Other than the broken AC. And like that, two more viewers have appeared. How are you doing this evening? Doing good? That's nice to know. Ah, no problem. Trust me, I've had to deal with lag before. Remember when I said I'm new to PC? That's why I actually got this PC. I was dealing with horrible stream quality back on my old console, and like I keep saying in all my videos, I want to be a good content creator, and my viewers and my audience only deserve the best. So I made sure I could give them the best. But sometimes lag is unavoidable, especially considering it's sort of an internet problem. My advice for dealing with lag, uh, try and get as close to a router as you can, and also make sure that you don't have a lot of internet using things on that much, so that way you can yeah. My advice for dealing with lag, make sure you're as close to your router as you can possibly be, and also make sure that you don't have like a bunch of tabs and stuff open, so that way you can use up less network stuff. Sorry, internet stuff isn't my specialty. Or not completely, anyway. Dang it. Second death of the stream, and both deaths have been embarrassing. Yeah, trust me, I've been there. Well, never with 6 siblings, but trust me, whenever my family has like a function or a get together, the Wi-Fi is always just abhorrent. But hey, you gotta live with it sometimes. After all, rather a trashy Wi-Fi than an unhappy family. Wow. Wait. The PS5 and the Xbox are taking internet even when they're off? That that shouldn't be doing that, I don't think. The network connection typically only networks up tech technology in general typically doesn't use up connection unless it's actually on to make use of that connection. I mean, sure, the quality dips a little bit, but it's typically negligible. It's like power. It's kind of like how when you plug a device in, it still uses up power, but unless you're actually using it, that power is so negligent that it's not that big of a problem. But then again, like I said, I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable about this, so who knows? I could be spouting nonsense. I may be called smart nerd, but I'm not the all-knowing nerd. Yeah, I crack myself up sometimes. That explains it. That explains it. Did you ever introduce them to the concept of saving a game? Or do they only ever play online? In which case, they're just using up so much Wi-Fi all the time. Also, even though we're like a couple minutes in already, I just wanted to get some feedback. Is the stream quality good? I know it says I have good connectivity, but like I said, I'm aware that the vertical streaming isn't exactly as good to the horizontal, so I just want to make sure that my audience is well entertained and that you're not dissatisfied. Siblings always ignore you? Well, that sucks. Having a family members that ignore you even when you only want the best for them is, well, quite frankly, frustrating to the max. Yeah? Oh. Well, that's nice. Nice knowing that I'm keeping my promise on delivering quality content. Like I keep saying, no viewer of mine shall be subjected to sorry. Like I keep saying, no viewer of mine shall be subjected to crappy content so long as I'm around. I take pride on the entertainment I provide. I always give 110% of my effort. My viewers deserve nothing less and everything more. Because that's what it means to be a content creator. Or just any kind of creator with an audience, really. At least in my opinion. Although some differ. Although I couldn't possibly fathom why. Unless that's like a niche or something, I don't understand why anyone would want to deliver subpar content to an audience. After all, creation is an art. You take pride in the art you create, and you always want to impress your audience. So why would you purposely give something subpar? It's like cooking for your family, only to use rotten ingredients. If you wouldn't do that, you wouldn't give bad you wouldn't if you wouldn't do that, you wouldn't give bad content to your audience. I wouldn't do that, so I give my audience the best content possible. That's a smart nerd policy. Maybe I ranted a bit there. But my point is, my audience deserves the best, and I will always give them not only my best, but the definitive best. 110% of the time. Is it normal for your outside dogs to open the door? I mean, not universally, but some animals, cats and dogs included, have learned the ability to mimic human behavior in order to properly live with us and socialize with us. Some cats may some cats may some cats may make a meow that mimics human voices or speech. You've probably seen those videos, right? Those YouTube shorts about cats with meows that sound like speaking. or a dog roughing a certain way to mimic how you talk, stuff like that. And yes, in some cases, cats and dogs have learned to open doors. As a matter of fact, I once saw this video a couple days ago. Some lady had this pet black panther, and it learned to open her bathroom door so it could lick her leg while she uses it. Or, because it has, like, abandonment issues. I don't understand, though. I'm not the best with animal psychology. But to just definitively answer your question, yeah, it's normal for an animal to learn to mimic certain human behaviors, and, and in turn, one of those human behaviors they learn, they can open doors or operate certain devices. Studies have shown that even some cats and dogs are learning to use tools, and that's impressive. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that acid fall. Sorry about this acid fall. Sorry about this acid falling thing you keep seeing. What? Like I said, I'm not the best PC player, so I'm still getting back into the swing of things. And like that, I've lost all that geo. Oh well, there's always more. Still only at one viewer currently. Guess I'm not that entertaining that enough people want to stick around. I'm glad you stuck around for a little bit, at least, Golden Guy. Wait, I've been streaming for over an hour already, or you've been scrolling for an hour or so? Never mind. You must have been scrolling. You and me both. Unless I have something important to do, I don't really keep track of time that much. The only time I keep track of are the hours I'm waiting for school to end, or the hours I'm waiting for me to be able to start streaming. Since, like I said, I typically only start around 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. Those are my golden hours to start, since that's typically around an hour or three after school is ended. Although my school hasn't started quite yet. But yeah, I don't keep track of time that well either. Time is important, so I'd rather not waste it. But I only track time for important things. Other times, I'm just trying to make sure my time is well spent. Still no chatters on Instagram or Twitch either. Oh well, not too pressed. I'll get to. Some people will be attracted soon enough. And besides, I stream all the time, so some of them won't get that many views. And even when the golden hours, golden guy. Sorry. I have a bit of a habit making puns. I guess I made that one unintentionally. What can I say? When one of your favorite characters is Sans, you get into the habit of making situational jokes. Although, admittedly, some of them can feel quite hollow. uh, like I said, I crack myself up. Although all this talk about gold has gotten me craving some of the golden arches. I'm sorry. Whenever I'm sick, whenever I'm sick, whenever I'm sick, I always get a bit hungry, but this particular time, I'm abnormally so. I think my body's using up a lot of energy. That, or because I'm sleeping all day, I haven't been properly eating. Who's to say? Heck yeah. Oh, you're also hungry, or you like the puns? Puns? Oh, nice, nice. Well then, you'll probably enjoy my presence a lot. Honestly. But like I said, between my love for Sansa Skeleton, love of the character, not love in the weird way. But between my enjoyment of Sans the Skeleton, and my frequent watching of game theory, style theory, and all the other theory channels, and just the media I consume regardless, puns have basically become my second personality. As a matter of fact, now I have my second personality. They're basically just my main personality already. But hey, that's no punishment. Eh, that one wasn't too good, but it's still funny. Sometimes life can get boring, so you gotta learn to find kicks out of it. One of my kicks? Just finding humor and stuff. After all, there's rarely ever a better feeling than laughter. As a matter of fact, Green Path reminds me of a good joke I once heard. What do plant dogs... what do plant dogs say? Bark. eh, like I said, my taste in humor isn't the best, but we gotta find enjoyment in the little things in life. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that Easter egg and several dozen memes about it for years after when Deltarune first came out. Honestly, the honestly the thanks. Honestly, the first time I saw Sans say that, after the initial freak out of him, actually being in the game, I was already like, man, he's definitely gonna get memed on for that. Sans is just such a memeable character, and I love it. I feel like we could all learn a lesson from Sans the Skeleton. I always have a hard time navigating this area. It always turns my legs to jelly. uh, just kidding, I'm not really that afraid of this area. Although, there is one thing I don't like about this area. You said you haven't played this game yourself, right? Well, get ready for a surprise. And not the fun kind either. That was a blink and you'll miss it. But just so you don't miss it, I'll do one that's less likely to blow up in my face, quite literally. Yeah, if you hit these things, they explode. Really big. So, just a quick lesson if you ever played the game yourself. Also, by the way, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but since I'm literally playing the game, if you haven't played it yet and you still want to play it in the future, major spoiler warnings. But there's also another cool thing you can do with these things. If you hit them like that into the acid, it stops the explosion. It's pretty neat. No, it's never quite understood the reason for this area. Like, I can understand why Hollow Knight has some characters. Like, obviously, the Mantis. I've seen stuff of Deltarune where if you play Megalovania on an organ, you get run over by Toby Fox in the baby car. I haven't seen that myself, but it does sound funny. Sounds kind of like that current Asgore meme that's going around. Something about him driving drunk and hitting a deer guy. I haven't seen anything about Deltarune chapter 3 and 4 yet, so by the way, don't spoil any of that for me, please. The reason why I haven't heard about it yet is because I'm kind of just waiting so I can play it. So I'm not consuming any media about it. I even had to stop watching and reading some of my favorite Deltarune fan comics, which totally sucks. Oh. And like that, I'm alone in the stream again. Isn't this something? I did not expect to discover such a huge stag station after a foggy descent. The bugs of the bugs of Hollowness must have been an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. It's the perfect place for a quick rest. Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, the station bustling with activity and life. Not only our kind even know it exists. That's a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sights, even in their decay. Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of bells? Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of bells? Hmm. Actually, I can hear the faint echo of bells. Uh, Great. Now I'm thinking of Taco Bell. I should really eat something or drink some water to stop my stupid stomach. Like I said, when I'm sick, I get really hungry. Well, not really hungry. When I'm sick, I just get hungry because my body's using up a lot of energy. But now that I'm really sick, I'm really hungry. Like abnormally so. Oh well, it's no issue. No issue at all. Let's hope I still have enough. Oh dear. Oh well, Guess I gotta journey back into the depths. Yeah, that's the exact meme I was talking about. Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea how. Honestly, I have no idea how the Undertale community keeps coming up with this. But hey, you know, the Undertale community, definitely one of the more devoted ones. I like how they're very ride or die fan base, but they're not crazy. Well, they're a bit crazy, but the fun kind of crazy. Know what I mean? But who hasn't at this point? It's basically in every fifth YouTube short or so. Hey, you don't gotta explain yourself to me, by the way. Unless it's something weird, unless it's something objectively outlandish, unless something objectively outlandish in these streams and in this community I'm trying to create, we listen and we don't judge. Hopefully I have enough for this map. Oh. Sorry, let me get into character edited voice. Very tutorial types make their homes within this area. I suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange thin creatures gave me quite scared. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caves, but I feared that my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. Yeah, I try to do character voices, by the way. They're not consistent at all, though. Got bad memory. But I can always remember his voice, since his voice is literally just me putting on a bad British accent and pinching my nose. Yeah. Honestly, I never quite understood why the Deltarune characters make. Well, I guess I can somewhat understand the ships. I mean, you have the Rousey blushing Easter egg. You have the Sans befriended your mom last night meme. You have Asgore and Toriel, who are quite literally divorced and have two children. And well, you know, Noelle has married parents and all that, and the characters interact differently, and Noelle has a crush on Susie. It's, I guess I can somewhat understand all the shipping there because, well, the game doesn't exactly do itself any favors. It ships all the characters all the time. As a matter of fact, Chris himself actually has an odd obsession with Susie. That's not a joke, by the way. Like, in every like hug prompts throughout the games, most of them has Susie as an option, and that's crazy. Like she's the only consistent one Chris wants to hug, and that's crazy to me. Although honestly, the Undertale and Deltarune community has always had a bunch of shipping problems. I mean, at first it started with like have you seen Spamton? Uh, yeah, I've seen most of the characters and stuff from Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2. Just not 3 and 4 since I'm saving up to play it. But yeah, I've seen Spamton, the hyperlink blocked guy. Funnily enough, my first introduction to the Spamton character was actually the song released by Rect, or RECD. I don't know how you pronounce his name. The guy who makes like fan music and stuff. I highly recommend you check him out. By the way, that was my first introduction to Spamton's character because for like a good week and a half, I had no idea that Deltarune Chapter 2 existed. So I only realized it existed after hearing the Spamton song. And I must say, that was quite an entertaining thing. Sorry, I'll try to keep the coughing and sniffling to a minimum. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Well, you don't want to hear that since you're the only person here at the moment. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself, have I? Yes, I should apologize for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself, with just your own thoughts, you forget the niceties of conversation. My name is Cornifer, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I was first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. That's why, as soon as I could, I moved to Darkmouth with my wife. A huge, unending kingdom to explore right on our doorstep? Who could resist? Anyways, I'll let you return to your travels, and with all luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. Uh, I intentionally attack him. Uh, I didn't intentionally attack him. I pressed the wrong button. There's a potent odor about these caverns, and far worse for me, I suspect. My trunk is quite sensitive, whereas you don't seem to possess a scent organ of any kind. Is that you cannot smell at all? I guess I must have already bought the map. Yeah, I did. I must have just forgotten instantly. They ship Spamton in the main character of Deltarune Chapter 3. Well, I guess that confirms the rumors that the main character, I mean the main villain of Chapter 3 is Mike, or at least someone Spamton refers to as Mike. But I guess I already could assume that based on the whole TV thing. Honestly, can you blame them? Well, you can blame them, but let's be honest. People shipping characters who hate each other is nothing new. I refer you to My Hero Academia. Yeah, I refer you to My Hero Academia, or quite literally any fandom where people have rivalries or don't like each other. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon community used to ship Ash and Gary, or Red and Blue if you only played the games and didn't read the manga. See? presume you're referring to I presume you're referring to my thoughts about the main antagonist of Chapter 3 being Mike. Well, I guess I must be wrong on that front. Well, like I said, no spoilers here, please. I'm trying to save up funds so I can actually play the game. I'll maybe even stream it at some point. I know, I could gather that much. I know you meant close. I could gather that much after you sent lose after C. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any more viewers already. I mean, there have been some people who have been on here on and off, but I would have assumed that the numbers would have been going up and down a lot more, since, you know, everyone's scrolling on YouTube Shorts near constantly. But I'm not too pressed. Just gotta wait, and the audience will build itself. That's how streaming works. Besides, I haven't even been on for an hour yet. Well, actually, I've been on for an hour and 2 minutes. Alright. Okay, so, you know what I was talking about, but, yeah. Now time for the hard part of this game. We're now effectively in the early mid-game, I believe, though now things are getting a bit more tough. Also, sorry if sometimes you'll see me stop talking for a moment. Sometimes I forget that I'm on live. It's a bad mistake. Not to mention sometimes I lock in for no reason. Yeah, this area is brimming with acid, so you gotta be careful when looking down. Also, word of advice for if you play video games, since it took me a while to learn this lesson. If an enemy looks like they're out of range and they're going to attack, still dodge or prepare to dodge anyway, because dude, I might stay in the stream for 10 more minutes. Okay. That's fine. Like I said, this is pretty late, so you probably should be going to sleep soon, especially if you're a bit younger. After all, like I said, I want my audience happy and healthy. Although, while you're not forced to, I do heavily recommend you subscribe. I do these streams all the time, and I'm trying to get into posting regular long-form videos somewhat frequently, and I always make the occasional short here or there. So if you ever need a good entertainment value, I'm always here. After all, I do well. I take my content creation very seriously, and I'm proud of my work. And I love my work just as much as I am proud of it. But, since you're gonna leave in 10 minutes, would you mind if I asked you a couple questions before you head off? Oh, you already subscribed at the start of the stream? Well, that's nice to know. I hope that you don't regret that subscription. Make sure, if you're interested in seeing when the next stream starts, make sure to turn notifications on, since YouTube doesn't have that on automatically. Okay. Well, first question, if you had to rate what you saw in the stream on a scale, if you had to rate the stream quality, being video, lag, and stuff like that, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how well would you say the stream handled? Was it laggy? Was the audio bad? Was the visual bad? Anything? Did you hear the question, or would you like me to... Oh. For overall, the stream, I'd say a good 9 out of 10. Lag took 1% and stuff. Ah, okay. Well, nice to know that there's no noticeable lag. Okay. Next up, gameplay. Did I play well enough? Did I play well enough, or was I painfully bad at the game to where it wasn't that enjoyable? Lag took 1%. Notice. Was there a lot of lag? By the way, was there a lot of lag, or just like a little bit here and there? Okay, good to know that I'm entertaining. That the gameplay was good. Alright. Well, that's all I really wanted to ask. Just wanted to know if the stream was good for you and if there was anything I could improve on. Actually, that's my next question. If you could give me any advice on what to improve or what you'd like to see in another future stream, or just any advice in general, what would it be? I'm open to criticism, as I want my audience to have a voice in the community of the people in the community that's in. Noted. Okay, I'll definitely make sure to do that next time. Okay, well, that's it. That's all the questions I had for you. Thank you for joining me in the stream this afternoon. Pleasure having you. And well, feel free to leave if you want, or stay. Like I said, you're welcome here whenever. And have a good rest when you do leave. Oh, and also, if you're up to it, while you're not forced to, please tell any friends or family who you think might enjoy my content contents to come stop by. I really appreciate the promotion, and it helps me grow. But like I said, you're not forced to or anything. Just putting myself out there. Alright. Adios, amigo. Fare thee well. Good night. Good night. Well, thank you and good night, actually. Yeah. What, what a nice guy. I wonder when the next viewers will be rolling in. Mhm. Mhm. Winggaster? Hello. Hello, Winggaster. How are you doing this afternoon? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Forgive me if I'm not remembering my interaction correctly, but assuming you're not just here to roleplay the Undertale character, I believe we've met before, or at the very least I've interacted with someone with the same name before. Well, regardless, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. Yeah, not to mention, considering I'm very much an Undertale fan, I interact with a lot of people who use Gaster as a nickname all the time. But regardless, pleasure to have you here. I hope that the experience, for as long as you're part of the stream is enjoyable. You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm sorry. You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to once more travel through the kingdom. Once I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me. Like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations, and you'll have my deepest gratitude. This gladdens me. The Queen's Station has opened once more. This place was a bustling hub of travel, a place for travelers visiting the outer edges of the land. You're quite the explorer to find this place. Oh, by the way, keep in mind, this isn't like just a regular competitive gaming stream. This is a game and chat stream. So keep in mind you can type anything in the chat, and so long as I see it, I'll make sure to talk to you about it, or if I can react to it. After all, what kind of self-respecting creator doesn't interact with their audience? As I say, you don't have to type or chat anything. If you're just here to watch some mediocre Hollow Knight gameplay, feel free to just do that. Knowing that people enjoy my streams enough to view them and stick around is more than enough for me, regardless. Besides, I enjoy the company. Regardless, of course. Excuse me. Once again, excuse me. I'm a tad under the weather at the moment, so you may hear me sneeze or cough, or my voice may sound a tad not very well. Dear me, sorry about that. Oh, you were just playing a joke? Came into the stream with just the intention of, cosplaying Wingding Gaster, and, maybe making a few cryptic jokes or mentions. Maybe leaving a bunch of emojis in the chat just to see me decipher them or something. Either way, it's fine. You're a golden guy? Ah. Well, I guess that makes sense. At first I was like, how come this guy has the #1 crown, but I didn't think too much about it. But nice seeing you again, golden guy. Weren't you going to sleep, though? Also, do you just have that profile on hand? Eh, never mind. Not my place to question. A dog may have jumped and hit you in the face, and you just went to Google and screenshot it. Ah, noted. So your dog hit you in the face and you decided not to go to sleep? Or at the very least you decided to postpone your rest? Either way, doggone it. Sorry, bad joke. But, yeah. While I've never had a dog jump on my face, I can't imagine that's very pleasant. Especially if you haven't washed them yet, or if they hit you paw first. You know, sharp claws. I presume your dog is a very easily excited type? Very well. So long as you're not harassing people, as long as it's just all in innocent fun. As a content creator myself, I can't exactly condone the harassment or mistreatment of others, unless they really deserve it. But so long as it's just a joke, all in innocent fun, fine by me, do as you please. Although I couldn't stop you regardless anyway. Alright. Well, dang it, I thought I got a viewer in Twitch, but just a stupid bot promoting streambo.com to me. It always happens when I do streams longer. When I do long streams. Alright. But yeah, most of my streams last an hour 50 to 2 hours, so hope you're willing to stick along for the next 23 minutes, cause I'm not stopping until then. And that's at the minimum. But yeah, as I mentioned, I presume your dog is the easily excited type? Or just the always excited type? Okay, seems I'm back in Forgotten Crossroad. Ah, I see. Really? 5 different types of language? I thought he only spoke in Wingdings. Hence the name W.D. Gaster, which is just short for Wingding Gaster. Since another useless fact, the skeletons, this is under the assumption that Gaster is related to Sans Papyrus some way, even though that's not officially canon, are all named after fonts. Papyrus is named after the Papyrus font, and Sans is named after the Sans is named after the Comic Sans font. There's Wingdings 4 or 5. Oh, I guess wing. I guess the wingding. I guess the wingdings font has two names, or it has two different types. Kind of like ciphers, huh? Interesting. Dang, I hate the that's the dive ability. uh, God, that lasted longer than I like. Sorry about that. I just took time to ban the bot in my Twitch chat. There's no one in the Twitch chat, but a bot came up trying to promote stream boo to me or whatever, and I'm not for that. I don't do bots or scammers in my comment sections in my chats. Professionals have standards, and I regulate that very well. Although to be fair, I'm currently very small at the moment, so it's easy to regulate it. If I ever get to a point where I have a bunch of bots and spammers in my comment sections, I'll see if what I can do to get rid of all of them. After all, that type of stuff just won't stand with me. My viewers deserve the best, and nothing but the best. And that includes not having to be subjected to bots. Because that is just the bare minimum. Because like I keep saying, professionals have standards, and they stick to those standards. Uh, Leg eater. It's me. I can smell you. Hmm. Right. Lots of Geo. Give me Geo. See something nice. Let me show you then. Take a look. You want them. If you really, really want them, trade them for Geo. Geo. Ugh. God, I'm glad Leg Eater isn't a major character. I cannot do that voice. Especially while sick, that voice is a real killer on the throat. Oh, you were asking a question then. I'm so slow. I'm so sorry. It took me so long to realize. If you're asking if I know which version of Wingdings it is, I have no clue. But I'm told it's different than the standard Wingdings, considered when you plug Gaster's speech into a standard Wingdings thing, it's a bit different. So, whichever one of those isn't standard is probably the Wingdings version he speaks. Sorry for the confusion. Well, yeah, he's called W.D. Gasser because he's named after the Wingdings font. So, that probably explains it. Although, sometimes his Wingdings is standard, sometimes it's not. It really just depends on whatever he's saying. Although, admittedly, that thing about him not speaking proper Wingdings or using the Wingdings font properly might just be a thing propagated by comics, since whenever he's in a comic, sometimes the Wingding font gets lost in translation. Especially since it's complicated. Wingdings is basically a cipher at this point. Mm. Oh. It's this trait of a character. I always love this one. Mm. See. Uh, aha! The tiny... The... I can't do female voices normally. Why am I trying to do them when sick? I'm sorry to anyone watch. Well, there's only one person watching, but if you like the character Cloth, then I'm afraid they don't get a voice this time around. I'm so sorry. Aha. The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You got the look of an adventurer. So we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, I mean, eh? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me about a tribe deeper down. Warrior sorts, so she says. And I'm itching for some serious combat. Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive. Let's meet again on the road ahead. Ah, nice seeing you, Cloth. Also, just so you know, no, the stream still hasn't changed. You can talk if you want, or you can be silent. Doesn't matter. I know I probably already said that, but just making sure you're aware, because I sometimes forget when I talk. You have the whole wing and ding alphabet next to my stream? Ah, alright. Trying to decipher some of Gaster's messages. You know, I think I remember some of Gaster's texts by heart, if you want to know them. It's really no big of a it's really no big deal. I'm using the whole alphabet to get ready for others not to know not to know what I think I comment. Ah, alright. Well, a real troll knows how to commit to the bit, I suppose. Not to mention, ADHD helps with that. Funny thing about attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is that when you do find something you can focus on, you focus on it pretty well. So you're probably gonna be a grade A troll. And I love that for you. These Mantis Trap guys are always a bit hard to deal with. Warriors seeking death. Welcome, warriors seeking death. Welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. Yeah, now I can wall jump. Huh. Okay, chat. Riddle me this. Do you think I should try the Mantis? Do you think I should try and fight the Mantis Lords right now? Or do you think I should come back later when I'm stronger? Basically, should I beat them with a level 1 nail? Or should I come back with a level 2 or 3 nail later? Yeah, I should fight them right now, or yeah, I should come back later. Well, the people have spoken, or, well, the person has spoken. So, guess I'm challenge running this today. Don't worry, I'll make a good attempt at it. I'll make a good attempt at it. The Mantis Lords are actually my favorite fight in this game. That, aside from Grim. After stream, you can decipher what I put in wingdings as wingdings in chat. Okay. While I'm not the best at it, I do actually read wingdings pretty well, so feel free. I didn't see any things with wingdings here. I don't see anything that looks like wingdings. Alright, down I go to face the lords. But yeah, I didn't see anything that looks like wingdings in the chat. They probably got flagged or something, or maybe you didn't send them. Either way, I don't see them. Yeah, they probably got flagged to spam or something. Just leave it in the comments on one of my old shorts or something, and then I'll decipher it in a response. Yeah, sure, that'll do. Like I said, I check the replies to most of my. I check the replies of my top 5 shorts every day, so I'll see it regardless. Well, not top five last 5 shorts, so. Honestly, I think I'll probably continue to stream. Actually, I think that'll be an interesting way since I've already been going for 2 hours plus right now. I'll I'll do the I'll do the thick-headed thing and keep trying to fight the Mantis Lords until I win, and then I'll end the stream then. That'll be an interesting way to end off the stream. Well, I'm obviously gonna get smoked this first time around. Because I only have 2 masks and I have no way to replenish my health, so let's get smoked this first time around and try my hardest next time. Dang it. Alright, well, time to journey back down and give it a second try. Oh, hey, check out this Easter egg. So, Quirrell's here. Uh, he's here to tell you, if you still have level 1 nail, that, you probably can't beat the Mantis Lords yet with such a weak weapon. But, you know, like I said, I'm doing this challenge until I end, so you know how it is. Hello again. I suppose you already met with the tribe of this village, hmm? They seem a little distrustful of strangers, but lightly. They're not brutes, though. The sickness in the air that clouds the minds of lesser beasts, they resist it. They retain their intellect and their honor, though also their lethal skills and traditions. I have some words of advice, my friend. If you plan to challenge the lords of this tribe, your blunted nail may prove inadequate. There's a city nearby, the old capital of Hollownest. I've heard a nailsmith resides there. Seek the old bug out, and you may find progress that much easier. Did the stream just end, or am I crazy? Because at the start, I was wondering if you restarted the stream. No, I didn't end the stream, nor did I restart the stream, and the stream still looks like it's going on my computer. Why? Is there a problem? Well, let me check OBS real quick. It sounded like you said golden guy, and it confused me. Oh, no, I didn't. I don't think I said golden. I must have been talking out loud or thinking out loud or something. But no, I didn't. You probably heard me saying something like, "Oh, hey, check this out," because I was telling you about an interesting little detail at the game a moment ago. Okay. All right. So yeah, the stream hasn't restarted or anything. Nothing like that. All right. Oh, time to jump back into fighting the Mantis Lords. Although, fun fact, they're all female, so wouldn't they be the Mantis ladies? Dang it. Alright, back to the depths. I pulled a all-nighter watching your stream. Yeah, I pulled an all-nighter doing the stream. Crazy to think how long I've actually been on. Like, probably approaching 3 hours by now. It's crazy. Well, sorry for unintentionally sorry for unintentionally contributing to your bad sleep habits, my friend. I do hope that when you inevitably fall asleep for all of today, that you have nice dreams. It's fine. I do it all the time. Ah, okay. Got it. Yeah, pulling all-nighters like this isn't exactly the most healthy thing. From time to time, it's okay, but it'll catch up with you, especially in your later years. So, like I said before, while I can't dictate what you do and don't do, I highly recommend for you and anyone else who may be shadow watching this or watching this in the future to maintain a proper and healthy sleep schedule. Like I said, I want only the best for my viewers, including in their personal lives. So I like to give good advice when I can. Okay, one down, two to go. Got him! The enemies are my body, and the Hollow Knight is my sleeping habits. My sleeping habits are constantly fighting for their lives. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that in the chat. I was really locked in. But man, I did it. Although, admittedly, I think I kind of got lucky there. My heart is pounding. I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm in a tough fight in games like these, my heart always starts rushing, and I love it. All right. Well, gotta pay respects. Bow to the Mantis Lords. 3 bows for each. 3 Mantis Lords, 3 bows each. Yeah, yeah. You gotta learn to predict these attacks well and learn what to do. Honestly, I don't think I honestly I think, like I said, I think a lot of luck went into this win. If I didn't get lucky, I probably couldn't have won this fight in God knows how long. But it only took me th- 3 or 5 tries. Has it been 3 or 5 tries? Eh, can't get over your can't get over your profile picture smug look. Well, yeah, a smile does give off an impression. As Alistair says in Has Been Hotel, a smile is a powerful tool. It inspires your foes, keeps your enemies guessing, and makes sure no matter what happens, you're the one in control. Fun fact, that's one of the main reasons why my avatar has a smile. I make sure I'm always in control of my situations, and not to mention, who doesn't love a confident smile? But yeah, all things considered, I think I handled that well. What would you say? Think I handled that well? Ooh. Yeah, yeah, I handled that well. Ooh. Man, my heart is rushing. But like I said, after I beat them, I end the stream, so about to end the stream in a couple minutes. But yeah, got really lucky, especially at the end there. But I'm glad I handled that as well as I did. Or actually, tell me, do you think I got lucky, or do you think I skilled my way through that? What do you think? Hmm? Oh, and did both? Yeah, yeah, definitely definitely a strong combo of both. Can't be all luck because, like I said, I'm the best, so I was gonna get it done eventually. But a bit of luck always helps here and there. All right. Well, adios. Have a nice day. Make sure you get some rest. Time for me to end the stream. All right. Well, I think like I said before, I had ended off after handling the Mantis Lord. So, how fitting that it took 3 tries to beat a boss with 3 enemies. My heart is rushing, but yeah. I think that's more than enough for today. And tune in again at around 3 or 6 p.m. and I'll probably be doing another stream again. Don't worry, Winggaster. I'll definitely remember to decode your message. But anyways, it's been fun, real fun, a blast. It's always a blast. But I'm tired, and I think I've had a hmm, and I think I've had enough fun for today. So I'll be I'll be seeing you guys later. Thanks for being in the stream, and I can't wait to stream again. But until then, stay smart, nerds, and have a nice time. See you later.